Hey guys, so I just wanted to show you the next Zoom call I had with Chris over the weekend. As you know, Chris is on his fitness and mental health journey. So we're working together to help him reach his weight loss and mental health goals. In this video, we're going to be talking about building small habits, modifying them over time. A lot of this stuff is found in our startup guide that contains 3 hacks that boost mood and well-being. You can get it in the description below or right up here. And with that, let's get into the video. All right, Chris. So we talked not too long ago about, exercise and nutrition, about how progress is going and stuff. And let's go a little bit more in depth, like a little deep dive in this, starting with the exercise.
Yeah. So I obviously it's like, I feel like the first week I worked out, it was, I was struggling just to get through the basic exercise. And then the second week was a little better. And then, this past week, when I went to work out, I did the workouts and I thought, I was like, man, am I just not putting enough weight on the rack, or am I, just not doing this? Cause I was getting through it, but I didn't feel as winded. I didn't feel as exhausted. And so I was like, well, in my mind, I was like, well, maybe I'm just not, maybe I just wasn't doing enough, reps or enough weight. So I was just like, oh, let's just supplement in 1 or 2 other exercises. And that kind of got me to where I was before. So yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. I know on my last hike, even though like I feel like I haven't lost any weight, I felt less winded on the hike. Overall I was still like, breathing a little heavy here, on times at the hike because the hills and whatnot. But overall, I felt better, and yeah. So I think I'm ready to take it up a little bit.
Cool. And you basically told me you've been adding 1 or 2 more exercises. So we'll definitely take it up or not. You're like, oh, I need more. So that's actually a really good, that's a good sign. That's a good sign. You get that training in and you get a little bit more conditioned. So, we can go about this in so many ways. We can add, a little bit more sets. We can add a little bit more weight. We can even add it. I think we most likely best probably add an extra workout day in the gym. And that probably could be something like full body, where it's like you're hitting those muscle groups again for a second time in the week rather than just 1 time a week. And I think that stimulus will provide you even more results. While you're going for weight loss, you're also going to probably build some lean body mass, getting back into it. So you're going to look good, feel good. You're going to get all the, you're going to get the whole shebang, basically.
All the goods.
Yeah, all the good stuff. Look good, feel good, think good, all that. So yeah, I already have a workout idea in mind. And then we can also, as time progresses, we can kind of monitor that. And then if, I think it's super important. And I mentioned this to you before, just take it step by step, really build the habits around this exercise consistency. Because as you know, with New Year's resolutions around the corner, people go too hard, too fast. So it's like, let's quit this specific food group cold turkey and let's just go balls to the wall with exercise. And it's like, that's not sustainable. Like even for me, like when I started my journey, it was not like that. It was like, okay, 1 workout a day a week. And then I had PE, physical education in school. I would run a mile and stuff. I'm like, I hate that. But I had that extra workout day in the gym outside of school. And then I added to that. I added a second one. And I added a third one. And then I started to see more progress over time. But I couldn't get that. I couldn't just be like, all right, I'm going to have 3 workout days and I'm going to have the PE and all stuff. I was going to be completely burnt out. Yeah. So it's like, we really want to go in there, condition ourselves, and then take it up a notch. Like I mentioned to you before as well, me going about this process of coaching, we're working together on this because, everyone's got different genetics, different body structures. There's going to be some exercises that work better for you than other exercises. And you're going to feel that. And then you can tell me about it and be like, oh, this exercise sucks for me. Let's do something else instead. And I'm like, okay, no problem. We have a variation here. We have another, there's so many things that we can do with this. And it's really important to figure, like when you're about this process, I've noticed that you're like in the videos that, you've been sending me, you're super aware of the process. You're like, also with the nutrition we talked about, you're like, I'm not eating till I'm completely full, but I'm eating till I'm 80% full. Like I'm eating till I'm like satisfied. Yeah, that's huge. That is huge because those kind of habits are going to like completely change your body and mind over time.
Okay. So with me trying to lose weight, would it be better instead of adding in an extra muscle day to add in a just straight cardio day?
It's up to
The
you.
whole stigma around you got to run a whole bunch to lose weight. You ate your way in, you walk your way out, kind of thing. So, is that true, or is that something
So
we need to work on?
I really like this question because, like, honestly, there's a lot of ways to go about it. I think it's important to look at it in this perspective, where it's like probably adding, like, it's up to you how you feel about this, but like adding that gym day with the weights probably will be more beneficial for you for muscular development, because when we're going through fat loss, like when you're losing weight and you're in a calorie, like you're dropping your calories and stuff, but then your body will also want to pull from your muscle. To resist that, we eat more protein and we also work out. Somebody's probably going to comment and be like, that's wrong, but I'm going to simplify it. I'm going to simplify it like this, where it's like, I'm trying to articulate this the best I can in a simple way, where it's like, you're resisting muscle loss by working out with weights. Let's simplify that. It's that simple. So it's like, we have our cardio. Cardio is helpful for fat burning purposes as well, but then we also need the muscle building purposes. Like we need that muscular stimulus, and with weights, we resist that muscle loss. Okay. And I could have said that, and it took me 3 minutes to say it, but but yeah, it's pretty much like it's up to you though. If you want to do weights and then cardio, we can do that too. We'll probably do a little bit less weights and then some cardio as well. It's up to you.
Well, like I have that Peloton bike that I enjoy riding, and I do know that every time I ride it, I do feel like it's kind of a full body thing, because my arms are always sore afterward. It's mainly just from holding on for whatever reason, and then, obviously my legs are sore and my back's sore and whatnot. So I do feel like I kind of get a little bit overall, but I do enjoy doing it.
Okay. We can do that instead for now. And if you feel like you can get more out of it, you can monitor that. I would say probably typically like a 30-minute session. And then we can go ahead.
Well, I know the Peloton, they have, when you ride the Peloton, it's instructor-led courses. So like you're riding up, some mountain in Japan, or you're riding through Maui, or whatever, right? And they're like, hey, stand up, speed up. But they adjust all this stuff for you. But there's also spin classes, and it comes with like these small, like 3-pound weights, which is nothing. But in some of these spin classes, you have to get off the bike and do stuff with the weights and whatnot. So would something like that be more beneficial than just straight up riding?
It's if you want to do both, you can do like 1 week you can do the riding session, and then the other week you can do the spin class session. I think it's important to just right now is just to have that's just various levels of activity, and just keep it fun. We want to keep it fun, keep it simple. We don't want to go too crazy with it. So
low stress.
Yeah, low stress. We can probably add that Peloton day, and then it's up to you what you're feeling, and just get after it. Okay. And, we can monitor progress from that. And then we did talk about nutrition. Yeah. And you've been documenting something like grocery shopping stuff. I love the grocery. I love the grocery haul. It was pretty solid. Like I was like, that's the stuff I like to see. I'm like, oh, that's some good food in there. So I really like that. We did mention, you're eating till you're satisfied rather than just super filled up and stuff. So that's good. And then if you mind telling me about how the meals, that meal list I sent you, how that's going.
Yeah, so the meal list is where I primarily get my meals from. Is I look at the list and I say, all right, I have 2 or 3 breakfast options. It's like yogurt, pancakes, eggs, or I don't know, something else in there. But like I'll choose and I'll say, hey, today I'm going to eat eggs. So I'll make eggs, and then I'll go do like a little piece of bread with some peanut butter and jam on it, and that'll be my breakfast. Or like the next day it'll be Greek yogurt with like a handful of like fruits and like some mixed nuts mixed in. And for lunch I'll do like maybe a burrito wrap, and then for dinner I might do like a burger, or I might do a steak, or kind of I've been doing a lot of what's on the list, and I kind of just been picking and choosing. I haven't been doing a whole lot of calorie counting, or even monitoring how much like proteins and fats and carbs and stuff like that I've been taking in. I've just been, for the most part, just being, going off the list, and that might be hindering me. It might be helping me, but anytime I get to the point where I'm like, ravenously hungry, then I just know I need to eat a little bit more. And otherwise, that's kind of how I've been doing it at the moment, with everything else going on.
That's good. That's a really good sign. Like I mentioned to you before about nutrition, we don't have to go super crazy with calorie tracking.
Okay.
I think we can do that down the line. It's up to you when we get to a certain phase where it's like, all right, I'm gonna calorie track. Right now, I think it's important to build that foundation where it's like, I have these meals throughout the day. This works really well for me. It's not stressful. Let's say, for example, you're having about 4 or 5 meals a day, right?
Yeah, usually about 3. Yeah, like if you want to count the fourth as like a snack here or there,
Snacks,
then
yeah, that's
like
right. That's
full
right.
4 or 5, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you have your 3 main meals and then you have your snacks. That's good. It's helping you adhere to it right now. You're sticking with it. So that's a really good sign. When you have that foundation, you can be like, okay, after a couple of weeks, this nutrition stuff has gotten super easy with me. Like I'm not as ravenously hungry and stuff, but I feel like I can dig a little bit deeper into my diet. We can take out like a partial amount of a single serving of food in one of the meals, or even 2 of the meals, and then assess. When you have this foundation, the general ballpark of where you need to be to maintain a certain amount of body weight or maintain like your current status, right? And it gets really easy when you have that foundation. You're like, I'm gonna pull from here. I'm gonna pull from here. We don't want to pull too much because we get ravenously hungry again. But when you find that general ballpark, the happy zone, you start to see the results. You're like, all right, I could stick around this and I'll be in a really good spot. If there's some days, like I mentioned before with the dartboard, not bullseye all the time, but just in that general area, close to bullseye. Like if we're in that general area, even if we eat a little bit more calories than typical, you're still going to see the results. It's like, it's okay to eat a little bit more for a couple of weeks till your body gets back on track, and then you can go hard again. And if you have that mindset, you're going to win. You're going to succeed in it. And it's just a matter of time. Like I said, with the nutrition, we can just keep it at this right now, add a little bit more physical activity, monitor the progress, and we start seeing results and we start seeing the weight loss. I think it's also important for you to, have some progress pictures too, because you can look back at it over time and it's like, sure, I might not be losing weight, but my muscle's coming back up. So I'm gaining muscle, but I'm losing weight. So it's kind of like, all right, I am not losing weight, but I look better.
Yeah.
And that's important too, to have those kind of other variables of progress.
Yeah, I totally agree. I know with the holiday season, almost over, I feel like I can get back on a better track with the Christmas dinners and the celebrations and stuff. It was a little more difficult, cheated a little more than I probably should have, but I am excited to get back on this.
That's good. That's good. Like regardless, you're still on point. Like you started this before the new year, and you already have a foundation set for the new year. So you're like, after today, after New Year's Eve today, it's gonna be New Year's Day. We are gonna go hard. Like we're gonna. You have this foundation set up. You just keep doing it. Keep hammering away at it. You'll see progress. You'll see some probably significant progress within the next couple months. If workout performance is doing really well, that's a good sign too. And it's like when you monitor all that stuff, it seems overwhelming, but it's like you can just think of it in the back of your mind. You're like, I slept pretty good yesterday. Oh, I'm not ravenously hungry today. Like it's those kind of things that make a big difference. I'm actually really excited to see, especially from the videos, how you're like, I'm getting the urge to work out rather than binge eat. That is huge because I've been there. I've had times where I would emotionally eat. And when you're able to shift that, like all these little things are going to move mountains. Like everything that you're in this process of you're experiencing right now is like, just think about it within a 90-day period, how much progress you're going to make based off of, this momentum you're getting.
Yeah. So you got to have the solid foundation first before you build the house.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's the key to fitness, dude. That is literally the key to fitness. Like it's not these fad diets. If you figure out this process where you're like, I like this food group, I like these foods. I could set this foundation of eating healthier food options and they don't have to taste like crap. And I can just go from there. And having that foundation, you can kind of do a lot of different variations and figure things out for yourself. Muscle gains, fat loss. I call it fat loss gains as well. When I say gains in particular, it's also fat loss. Like that's gains to me. I'll say that to people sometimes, and it's like, no, you're technically losing weight. I'm like, actually, like you're losing weight. Let's say you're losing weight and you're getting stronger in the gym. You're pound for pound stronger. You're making gains. Like you're making progress in the gym. You're actually making muscle gains because you're lighter.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, if you think about it like that, it's like, all right, you know, you get this momentum going because you're like, all right, I'm losing weight, but I'm also getting strong. And all right, I'm getting good. Like I'm getting good at this shit, you know?
Yeah. No, I agree. You know, looking at everything from the gains perspective.
Yes. Just constant momentum, constant growth, regardless of what kind of growth it is. If it's fat loss, if it's getting stronger in the gym, that's growth, that's progress. And if you look at it like that, instead of looking at long-term, oh, I need to lose these, 30 pounds right now. It's like, I'm going to get there. I'm going to get there no matter what. But, first I got to make sure food's on point. Like you have your daily actions, then you have your weekly actions. Like these are the goals for the week. How am I going to get to these weekly goals? I'm going to have little daily goals to accomplish those weekly goals. And if you take those micro steps, massive movements over time. So I know we reiterate a lot of this stuff, even, being in the business group and stuff, like we hear a lot of this stuff, but it's like, small steps will make, magic happen. We're in the grind mode. This is literally the grind mode, right?
Yeah.
Like we're grinding through it. So you're going to like, I'm super excited for you because I've seen all the videos and I'm like I'm sitting there and I'll watch these videos and I'm smiling. I'm like, yeah, let's fucking go. Like, I'm like, this is what I need to see. Like, I love to see this. Like, I need to see a lot more wins. So like especially in our like Facebook group, I have to get that Facebook group a little bit more active because I'm like, if we get more people interacting in that and they're like, oh, look how much progress I made. Here's what, I had some setbacks with this, but this is how I responded to those setbacks. That hypes me up. I don't care who it is. Like, it's like people winning is everything to me. Like if I see people making progress in the gym, people making progress, with food choices and stuff, that hypes me up because I want to see people absolutely crush their fitness goals. So,
dude, I agree.
We'll monitor, the exercise and stuff. I'll probably put, an extra 1 to 2 exercises on the gym days. And then we can add, that extra cardiovascular session with the Peloton and then monitor progress from there. And then if you feel like you could take it up a notch in a couple of weeks or so, like a week or so, we can really do that.
Okay. Yeah, I'm totally down. I'm excited for this.
Dude, I'm super excited to watch your progress. It's going to be so awesome to look back and it's like episode 100 of like the videos. You're like, all right, here's where I'm at right now. And then you go, let's go look back at episode 3 or episode 2. And you're like, I made some progress. Like there,
right. At episode 2, where I'm just wheezing a whole bunch.
Yeah. You're like, you're sitting there. You're like, I'm kind of dying, but I'm going to keep doing it. And then now it's like, oh, it's easy peasy, So,
yeah. I do appreciate all your help, Tony.
Yeah, absolutely. If you need more, honestly, like I sit here and I'm like, sometimes I know we got so much stuff going on. I try to make it a habit of really messaging you every day, just see what's up. If there's certain things, you're more than welcome to message me anytime. Like even if I'm knocked out sleeping, message me. I'll wake up and I'll respond to it. Like it's not a big deal. Like
I messaged you a couple times when I was in the gym and I was like, hey man, what do I do for this workout?
And I'll send you the little YouTube videos and stuff. I'm like, I got to make some of my own clips. I was about to make some clips, but I bought this tripod on Amazon. It's like $20. I opened it up, like I used it twice, and then I opened it up one time, and just one of the levers just broke off. And I'm like, oh, okay.
You have to go to like Best Buy or somewhere.
Yeah, I probably will go to Best Buy to get one. I'm gonna be creating a lot of videos and stuff based on just adhering to the new year. So I think some of the stuff will also help facilitate what I've been saying in this call. And then you can always look back at that. Or if you have any questions or insights, let's say a certain thing a certain recommendation I gave to you didn't really work for you, but you made a modification and it worked for you. Just let me know as well. I would love to add those, but we'll go into that more details and stuff. I don't want to keep you.
No worries.
You have a good new year. Looking forward to 2022. I wanted to make
hopefully it's better than 2020 and 2021.
2020. I think it will get better. I don't want to jinx it. I think it'll be good for us. Maybe like life, just like the world, on social media is just like it's the end of the world and stuff. But like us, we'll just be grinding through it. We'll be making progress and stuff. So
I think so too. Cool, perfect. I'll hit you up here later.
Cool. Sounds good. All right. Thanks,
Take
Chris.
care.